What is a marketing funnel and do you actually need one? You might have heard the terms marketing funnel or sales funnel, and if you Google either of those phrases, then you'll get lots of different variations of what they might look like. Personally, I really dislike the term funnel. I don't think it's a very nice phrase for what I prefer to refer to as the customer journey or your marketing process. But essentially, when we're talking about funnels, we're talking about the process that your customers or potential customers go through from never having heard of you and not knowing what you offer to being in a position where they want to buy from you and they want to continue buying from you or recommend you to other people. And the idea of a funnel is to make sure that you have marketing processes or marketing assets or marketing materials in place for each of those stages. So the first stage is the attract stage, where we're just trying to get the attention of our ideal clients. We need to get in front of them. We want to let them know we exist. I've done another video about this, how there's two ways to do this. You can either go out and approach them directly through cold outreach or advertising or at in-person events, or you can attract them to you using things like content or lead magnets that are going to be useful or interesting to them. But once we have got the attention of our ideal clients, once we have got in front of them, we need to then have a system or process in place for getting them to the next stage. So we don't want to just build a huge audience of people and then never convert any of those people into paying customers. And of course, not everyone that comes into contact with you is going to do business with you, but we want some of those people to go on to become paying clients and to continue being paying clients or to recommend us to other people who will become paying clients. So we need a process for nurturing people once we've attracted them. So how do we do that? Well, there's lots of different ways. So some people will be in a position to buy relatively quickly after you've made contact. So it might be that you've met them just at the right time, or they've seen a post that you've put out, or they've seen a piece of content that you've put out at just the right time and thought, yeah, I want to buy from this person. That's exactly what I need right now. And they want to find out more. So we need a sales page or somewhere to send them so that they can find out more about what we do and actually move to that next step. But some people won't be in a position to buy straight away. Some people will need a little bit more. We need to get their interest in what we do. We need to build that trust and credibility. We need to make them want what it is we're offering, and we need to make them want it from us, not our competitors. And so we need marketing assets or content or marketing materials or marketing messages that help us nurture those potential clients until they become actual clients. So lots of different ways to do this. We can do it through personalized messages, just keeping in touch with them, sending them personalized messages, or we can do it by creating banks of content. So we don't want to just have one video on our YouTube channel, because then people are going to watch that and maybe they're not ready to buy, so off they go somewhere else. So we want lots of content to keep them engaged, to give them a good impression of us and to give them a big picture of us. And for me personally, the best way to stay in touch with potential clients, potential customers, is to start an email list, to start an email community and send regular messages to those people that may at some point in the future become your next best client. So you can send them links to any new content that you've got, you can send them updates, you can send them any offers that you've got going on, you can send them information about new products and services, you can send them industry news, you can send them useful resources or useful information, tips, advice. You can pretty much send them anything you want in your email, and that way you can show them you're an expert, you can build that trust and credibility, you can help them get to know you and decide whether you're someone that they want to do business with or not. And then once people are ready to buy, we need a way to actually convert them into paying customers. And this is a part where a lot of small businesses fall down, because they don't like selling. They don't want to promote themselves. They just don't feel comfortable with it. But we've got to tell people what we offer. If you're not telling people what it is that you sell, then they're not necessarily going to know where to look to find out. So we need to be letting people know what it is we do, what do we help with. We need to let them know what is available for them, because they might really need our help, but they just don't know that we can give it to them because we're not explaining what it is we do or how we help. So we need to make sure that we are doing some promotional content. So if you are using blogs or videos to attract and nurture your ideal clients, make sure you are including a call to action, getting them to that next stage. If you are putting stuff out on social media, make sure you are occasionally posting about what you do, putting the odd sales post into the mix, reminding people what you offer. If you're doing email marketing, make sure that you do mention your products or services every few emails, or even have a section at the bottom of your email letting people know what you do, or letting people know about your latest service or your latest product. And then make sure that you've got places where people can go and get the information they need. So landing pages on your website that tell people about the benefits of what you do, that tell them how it works, that give them any relevant information, answers any questions that they might have, or addresses any concerns they might have. So it might be that you need to put prices on there, it might be that you need to put timescales on there, you might need to put a little bit of information about the process. Whatever it is that's relevant to your products or services that is going to help people make a decision about whether to buy or not. And you can have a sales brochure as well, so that could be a PDF version or a printed version, or both, that you can send to people when they want to learn more about what you offer, or that they can download or get access to when they are ready to move to that next stage. And then make it really easy for people to take that next step, to take that action. So make sure that there are places where they can make an inquiry, book a call, or make a purchase, and make that as easy as possible for them to do. So minimal clicks, minimal steps, minimal hoops to jump through. We want to make it easy for people to be able to get to that next step, to actually do business with us. And then of course, once we have done business with someone, we want to try and retain them as a customer. So we want to make sure that we deliver a good service so that they stay with us and recommend us to others. So when we're talking about funnels, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about those different stages of your customer journey, the different times that they'll be out throughout the process, from when they are new to knowing who you are right through to when they're ready to buy. And essentially that's all the marketing funnel is. It's just making sure that you've covered all those bases. There's no point attracting a huge audience if you're not then going to convert any of that audience into customers. There's no point having loads of great useful content if you haven't got a strategy for getting it in front of the right people. And we also don't want to be just sell. We don't only want to be promoting stuff or only appearing in people's feeds when we want something. We want to make sure that we've got a nice balance of that nurture content, of that attract content, of that convert content. So we've got all the types of content to try and attract new people in, try and keep them interested and show them they can trust us, and then actually turn them into customers when they are ready to buy. So I like to keep my funnel really simple: attract, nurture, convert. If you like my content, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel or sign up for my weekly email at makeyourcopycount.com.